G'day, Andrew Murray here from the Apartment Specialist, talking about the average cost of owning an apartment versus owning a house. So these figures I'm going to be talking about are average. Obviously they change depending on how big the house is, how big the apartment is, etc. But to give you an idea. So when looking at owning a house, these are the yearly costs. On average, you're going to have to pay insurance of around about $1,000 per year. This is your fire, your earthquake, that kind of thing. Now, painting, you're going to have to paint your house on average once every 10 years. It's going to cost you on average around about $20,000. 20,000 divided by 10 gives you $2,000 per year. You've got to put aside for when you paint your house. Roof and guttering, same thing. 20,000 divided by 20, $1,000. House wash, you should be washing your house once every 3 years, which is at a cost of about $750. You get someone to come and do it, $250. Your miscellaneous costs around your house, $250. Your rates are on average probably double than when you're in an apartment because you've got the land area. That's around about $3,000. So the cost of owning a house per year, you're looking at about $7,250. Okay, which doesn't seem like that much, but a lot of people don't realise, house owners, and you do when you own a house, but anyway, you're gardening, you're mowing your lawns. I mean, at an absolute minimum, it's 30 minutes a week. I know my parents spend hours in the garden, so that's 26 hours a day. That's your time and it's your money. Your heating, it costs you double the cost, if not more, to heat a house versus an apartment. Because a house, the heat can get out everywhere. With an apartment, you've got all walls around within the complex, and it's generally a small area. Security. Now, alarms or monitoring, you don't have burglaries when you live in apartments. It just doesn't happen. You've got so many people around. You've got cameras. You've got a community, that kind of thing. The rates, as I mentioned before, they're double at least when you own a house. A pool, thousands each year if you have one in an apartment complex. You're each paying for its part of your body corporate fee. Landscaping improvements. Who knows when you own a house? That can be huge. Commuting if applicable. So that's if you live in an apartment, generally you get a better location for your money. So that's time, that's petrol, that's parking each day. I mean, these add up. I mean, the cost of owning a house really is tens of thousands of dollars that people don't realise. And they come to me when buying an apartment going, what about the body corporate fee? Well, what you've got to understand is body corporate fee makes life easier. So on average, if you include your rates, you're looking at about $7,000 to $10,000 per year, including rates to own an apartment. So take off about $1,500 if you want to look at just the corporate fee. Obviously, that depends on how the quality of the apartment and how high-end the apartment is. More high-end, the higher the body corporate fee, because there's more things to maintain at a higher level. And that body corporate fee actually includes all the above. So you've got clean of your common property, so that's in a building wash. You've got insurance, so that's earthquake, fire. You've got all repairs and maintenance, so that's your roof, that's, as I mentioned, your building wash, your painting. You've got your power, so that's, think of your outside lights if you use them in a house. So this is all your common area power. You've got your security paid for. You've got your watering the garden, so your water paid for. So you've effectively got a gardener. Your location, convenience, your building improvements, they're all paid for. That all comes from the body corporate. So the body corporate actually covers a lot and makes life a lot easier and a lot less for you to do. So I hope that's helped you give an insight of what your body corporate fee actually covers. It's a lot more than you think. And I personally live in apartments. I'm actually never going to live in a house. And the reason why is just convenience and ease of life. Andrew Murray, Apartment Specialist.